Yeah. Hey, how's it going, guys? Ladies and gents out there, all you sexy people in between as well. Don't think I'm forgetting about you. It's Rich Cage, motherfucking 20 year. We are back with Kamelot's album Silver Thorn. So I'm in a good mood today, so I'm a little like, you know what I mean. And this is Solitaire. We are here today on Solitaire, which the 1 second I heard of it did not match my expectations of the lyrics that I'm reading here. I thought it was going to be slow ass ballad. And it started out pumping a little bit. So, I mean, of course, as I mentioned in past songs, Tommy has a tendency to slow everything down to a ballad anyways once he starts singing. So we'll probably still get that, in all honesty. Sorry. But like, it doesn't start that way instrumentationally, so that's kind of interesting. One thing I do have to say right out the gate, because I mentioned this in this moment song, but that will probably come out way later than this one does. So I do now have a second monitor, which is awesome. If you see me looking this way, it's because first off I can see myself, because I have my recording stuff over here as well, so I can actually see how long it's been. That's cool. But also I have all the lyrics over here to my side, so I'm super happy and excited to finally have a second monitor. It's been glorious, and it's like, how can you ever live your life without a second monitor? But all you out there who have two monitors understand. So, same thing with the last couple songs on this album. We're just going to try to stay positive and just quickly go through what I liked about the song and move on. So, kind of giving up hope that any songs in this album is going to like blow my mind, be like, I got to talk about this bad boy in depth. I'm seriously starting to doubt that I'm going to get another one of those throughout the rest of this album. So, I don't think there's anything else really to address, except for I do notice that when I tried to bring me down to the corner, if my recording software, whatever is on the other screen, it takes a moment to where it's black and then pops in. Through my tests so far, it doesn't seem like that affects anything, but if it goes into editing and it comes out and that fucks some stuff up, well, then we'll know. So if there's anything wonky, know that that's probably the reason why. So it would just be different for me, because I'll have to note that it's going to take a second to load up, but I can see that happening as it's happening, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's get into it. We have Solitaire by Kamelot. I was going to say I'm excited, but I don't know if that's true. But we're going to give it a fair shot. Let's go.
Again, all light is spent, my soul is free and blessed to see. Sometimes when I'm out of reach, and sometimes when I'm there, that is when our souls agree and join in solitaire. Sometimes when my will to love has gone away, that is when I hear your name. Now the pale sunlight is blinding, it's here to claim my sanity. I just can't stand the waiting to revive ecstasy. Please again. All light is spent. My soul is free, and bless you see. Sometimes when I'm out of reach, and sometimes when I'm there, that is when our souls agree to join in solitaire. Sometimes when my will to love has gone away, that is when I hear I won't sustain another day. My love, my darkness, daylight reflects my starving soul, and open wounds for everyone to see. Sometimes when I'm out of reach, and sometimes when I'm there, that is when our souls agree to join in solitaire. Sometimes when my will to love has gone away, that is when I hear you. Sometimes when I'm out of reach, and sometimes when I'm there, that is when our souls agree to join in solitaire. Sometimes when my will to love has gone away, that is when I hear your name. I wanna hear your
Okay, I think that's good. Boop. No, I don't think that affected that. Anyways, that's for me to figure out, not for you guys to worry about. You know, I feel like I say this quite often, and I don't often know what I expected. But that wasn't it. I never know what it was that I was. I mean, I guess I kind of, was expecting that slow ballad and stuff, and it's not what I expected. It's almost like it's like in the past they could sense what people would be thinking or what I'd be thinking in the future, and they prepared for it. Because as I'm literally saying, like, oh, probably gonna be a slow ballad. Tommy does on every song. She's like, oh yeah, fuck you, and then defies my expectation. Almost as if to prove me wrong. However, joke's on you, because I love being proven wrong. It's never like I'm gonna be like, oh well, I fucking hate it anyways, because I want to believe what I believe. No, I love to be proven wrong. Because it's like you did exactly what I wanted you to do. Like, why would I be upset? So that was really good, actually. That was really, really good. It actually was Tommy singing faster. Not necessarily. There were parts of a little bit slow stretched, a little balladiness in there, which is his flair, which is his style. But he kicked it up a notch, which finally we're in the last 3 4, last 4 songs, but hey, we got there, and that makes me really happy. Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of good stuff in here. So we're just gonna try to pop through this bitch as fast as we can, which as succinctly as I possibly can, which you know what that means coming from me. So let's not waste any time. Let's get in this bitch. Let's all the way at the beginning, starting all the way at the beginning here. The first thing I got out right here is a very triumphant start, and the rhythm and guitar in here of everything that's going on at the beginning here was cool. So let's listen to that again. Let's see if I can say that more eloquently when I remember what it was that sounded like I forgot. Just that dun 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 kind of sounds like something I would expect to hear from like Rhapsody of Fire, or like something from like their earlier days of like let's say like Across the Highlands, or other ones I'm trying to think, Wings of Despair or something like that, something kind of like medieval triumphant-y. Like that's a beautiful callback, I guess you could say, and it just sounds really cool. But also the hits in there from the backup instruments, from the rhythm section and whatnot, is fucking pretty epic too. And that drum fill that starts us out there, like, that's pretty cool. Just this awesome hits, dun 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 dun. You know, just very broken up, very marcato, just dun 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 dun. You know, just very cool, backing up the awesome, just fucking lick that the guitar is going on there. It's very gorgeous, very beautiful. Jumping forward here to around 40, I said around 42 seconds, but it's just kind of this whole first verse in general. I mentioned that Tommy's going a little faster paced, which was nice. It was exactly what I wanted, exactly what I was going for. Let's listen to that.
Hours keep spinning cards that look the same, and I so wait the moment to talk to you. Shine on night, it's time again. All light is banned.
Okay, well, he was. The verse itself was a little bit faster paced than what I'm expecting from Tommy. And then, of course, after that, he did some interesting stretch part with, you know, vocal effects on him that made it very spacey and ethereal and whatnot. And then he kind of was very deliberate with the next line there, which is kind of bridging into the chorus there. Kind of cool, very cool, very cool. Around 50 seconds here, it says something about the rhythm. I didn't hear what I was talking about, so maybe if I'm focusing on that. Let's see if we can find that.
It's time again. All light is banned. My soul is free and blessed to see. Sometimes
Yeah. That bridge there is pretty sick. I'm not, you know, I ain't gonna hold you there. I ain't gonna lie to you. That bridge is pretty sick. It's kind of going to that slow stuff that I've been, you kind of been like about, but the rhythm to that, and just the phrasing, the way he's shaping those phrases, is very musical. It's very solo like. When you're doing solo instrument with accompaniment, like just kind of how you would naturally shape lines like that. It's very classically trained way to shape that bridge, which is that's awesome. That's bitching right there. I wanna hear that again.
it's time again. All light is banned. My soul is free and blessed to see.
Not bad. Just kind of very dum 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 dum, just kind of they kind of got that repeating on there, and he kind of crescendos a little bit. It doesn't crescendo too much until the kind of last section there. Um, but it kind of has that rising and falling just phrasing to it. It's pretty good. That's pretty fucking clean. Into the chorus here. Into the chorus. Um, I said the drums were a little odd. Um, the chorus itself, at least the first time, I feel like they fixed it near the end because I think more happened, more came in. But the first time I was listening to it here, it like the drums were just going like the double bass pedal was just fucking flying, but it didn't feel like any other instrumentation was really supporting that or Tommy. So it felt a little awkward to say the least. It was a little odd. So let's listen to that again.
Sometimes when I'm out of reach, and sometimes when I'm there, that is when our souls agree and join in solitaire. Sometimes when my will to love has gone away, that is when I hear your name.
So it's so weird because like the instruments are written to be supporting everything that's happening there, but maybe they were thinking, oh, that'd be a little too stereotypical of us to just do that same chorus that we done again and again. So let's change it up a little bit. But what they did to change it up was weird because like if we have like the levels here of volume from the mix, it's like let's say like Tommy was like up here, the double bass, the double kick pedal was like up here, and the rest of the guitar and the piano and everything else supporting it was like mixed like this quiet. It was just like they were super in the background. Tommy was where you'd expect the vocals to be, and the most prominent thing you could hear was that that's like punching through everything, but not the chords and the rhythmness from the guitars. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. That makes it unique, but that was weird. Let's hear that.
Sometimes when I'm out of reach, and sometimes when I'm there.
I can hear this little kind of thing going on from the piano and keyboard and stuff, which sounds really cool. But I can barely hear it. That and the going from the guitar, it's so quiet. It's so unbelievably quiet. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, but the chorus sounded good. I don't know. It was weirdly mixed in there, but it sounded really good. 150 here. I need to kind of keep moving because I do have quite a few. Well, halfway through, but I do have quite a few things to mention here. However, I can now see how much time it's been. It's been 18 minutes. So that's kind of cool. I kind of feel like I want to keep it over there. I hope it doesn't mess it up too much when it goes black screen to send it over here, because now I can see how long it's taking me, so I know if I'm like, okay, let's move it along a little bit and be a little bit more succinct. So that's kind of nice. So that's why I want to keep it over there. Anyways, 150, I said build. There's a build that happened here. I want to hear it. Let's hear that build. I think we got enough time.
It's time again. All light is spent. My soul is free. Unless you see. Sometimes when I'm out.
Yeah, no, I already mentioned this. This is the same repeating bridge into the chorus, which is not bad that they repeated it. That I'm totally fine with that. But yeah, I already kind of went over this. But yeah, no, listening, like with saying the word build, listening to that, I could totally tell that you can kind of feel the tension building a little bit with each line, with that dun 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 dun, like the intensity, the energy is it's like building a little bit, and just by the way he's kind of bringing it up and then kind of bringing it back down, bringing it up, it's really building the suspense because the chorus is coming. You've already heard it before, and we're gonna give it a second here because I'm about to cut. There we are. Yeah, you could just feel that the intensity building and everything, and it's like getting there, getting there, getting there, and then boom, there's the chorus. And let's hear a little bit of the chorus. Let's listen to that again, and then hear a little bit of that chorus to see if they changed anything up this time around in the chorus. My darkness, is that part of the chorus? No. Okay. Yeah, no, that's later. Okay. So I just want to make sure if there's anything in the chorus I'm supposed to be looking out for, but no. So let's listen to that.
Time again, all light is spent. My soul
Feel the energy, the tension building.
endless, you see. Sometimes when I'm out of reach, and sometimes when I'm there, that is when our souls agree to join in solitaire. Sometimes when my will to love has gone away, that is when I hear
Okay. I kind of like that I hear and not finishing the chorus and going into the breakdown here. But yeah, no, that was a little bit different, but it was still pretty much the same. The double bass pedal is definitely overpowering everything. But the time, instead of like the guitars being down here, they're more up around the middle zone. So they were turned up a little bit, and you could hear a little bit more of that kind of stuff going on from the piano. So that was nice. I feel like it's increasing every time. I think the last two choruses it comes in about right, but I don't know. It could be in my head. Anyways, next thing here, both on 225 at the beginning and the end of this, I believe. Yeah, the beginning or the second stanza and the fourth stanza, so the middle and the end. I have my darkness and open wounds. There was an interesting way he was shaping and working the bridge here, or not the bridge, the breakdown. So let's listen to that.
that is when I hear I won't sustain another day. My love, my darkness.
It was that almost like that Disney like embellishment, maybe you can call that, or it's not embellishment. It's not. Anyway, sorry. God, the words escaping me, but the kind of the da da, just a little spin he puts on there. It's really pretty. Da. That's really. I like that. And now let's hear how he does the open wounds for everyone to see. It's like that whole line in general. He did something special.
Daylight reflects my starving soul, and open wounds for everyone to see.
Right. I. That's right. That wasn't a good thing that I wrote down for that. I do like the way he kind of went for that almost falsetto on to C, like that interesting jump and effect he did with his voice. Very cool. However, the first two stanzas there, nicely done. The second two, he starts to go into that really stretched habit of his again. But especially that last there, and open wounds for everyone to see, is like really elongated. So let's just listen to that again.
Starving soul, and open wounds for everyone to see.
Yeah, it's really stretched, but it's the only instance of that really in this song, so I'll let it pass for now. 255, the background hits, and this just a guitar solo in general is pretty sick. But around 255, we got them background hits, and then around 305, 310-ish, we have a piano. Piano comes in, it's fucking sick as hell, so let's listen to that. Da na na na, kind of the first hits, and then it's kind of like in some kind of, it sounds like a low brass instrument even. You kind of have this dum dum kind of going on a little bit quietly, and then you have a little bit of echo, that dum 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 kind of in there, and then it hits again, da 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 da, a little bit softer than the first one, changing it up a little bit. But yeah, just have those little hits in there. That's really, really cool. And then we have that piano break in there, right there. Yeah, I really like those. Just those little hits in the background. Those are really pretty. Let's break it down to that piano. That's just gorgeous. Oh, and that just solitary note there. Just, kind of just this very beautiful run on the piano while the guitar is still going, but just doing very individual hit notes with just that distortion on there. Oh, beautiful. Nice vibrato on that string as well. Very beautiful run back into the chorus there. Very beautiful. Around 340 here. We have a retardando. 355 drums and vocal did something cool. The drums picked up. I remember that they picked up and started going super double kick pedal stuff going on there. Deuce. And the vocal did something, and then we have the outro. So let's just kind of jump a little forward and get into all that. Let's go to around 333. Why not? Let's hear that. I don't remember what he retardandoed, but we'll find out. Right. I know what I'm talking about now. All right, so let's go a little bit farther back then. It repeats the chorus 2 times. When he's ending the chorus the first time, going into the second one, he stretches out the I hear your. It doesn't. I don't think he gets to name, and then it repeats. When he says I hear your, he kind of slows it down to build the suspense into the repeat there, which is pretty nice. Sometimes when my will to love has gone away, that is when I hear you. Yeah, it was a really nice kind of slow retardando back into the chorus the second time, back to tempo. Very nice there. Near the end here, around 355, as I mentioned, drums and vocal. We got something going on there. Let's listen to it. Sometimes when I am there, that is when our souls agree to join in solitaire. Sometimes when my will to love has gone away, that is when I hear your name. I like that. First off, of course, you have the kick pedal keeps going at the same speed, but instead you have like both of them going at the same exact time to kind of build that the sense of extra speed and energy, even though it's going at the same tempo. Very nice. And then when he says my will to love has gone away, like those fucking embellishments he puts on there, very beautiful, goes for it. And I really liked at the end that he didn't try to do the same thing with when I hear your name. He just kind of lets it drop, which I think was actually a smart move, so it's not him trying to do it twice, overdo it. It's just kind of like, I already did my embellishment, now the course is done. I thought that was a really nice fucking touch. Sometimes when my will to love has gone away, very clean, very beautiful. Just very your name, just very done, just very not embellishing, not holding it out, not stretching it, not anything, just it's done. Very nice, very clean right there, very clean right there. And then the outro. This outro that we have in here, just crazy. Let's go through a few things, man, then call it a day. Again, he's not trying to stretch those. He's not trying to overstretch that. He's not trying to over embellish it. Just nice and even. I like that. There's so many like one-trick things that are happening the second that outro starts. You have this almost like I can do this pickup notes into the outro, and then you have a little bit of call and response in there, and it just has this kind of really cool, like, I don't know if I say Middle Eastern flair to it, but just kind of this just definitely foreign sound to like Western music to it. I want to say it's kind of more Eastern. I don't know if I'd fully say Middle East Indian, but just kind of this. There's an influence, an Eastern influence to it, for sure. Fucking beautiful. But let's see if we can try to break this apart. There's almost like this dun 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 kind of fall off into there from kind of more the strings piano kind of like listen for that. Listen to that. It was like it comes up really fast. Bum 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 bum. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Bum 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 bum. Right into the dun. Just kind of interesting sound from the guitar. Very first dun 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 dun. Very heard it before, but very beautiful. It sounds really, really cool. I don't know why I should bring up that I've heard it before, because you've heard almost everything before. A lot of stuff gets repeated, but it's kind of like the note pattern that you expect to hear there is what was played, I guess you could say. Not necessarily I've heard it before, but just kind of, pretty traditional there. But it's almost like this, like, I assume it's a guitar, just kind of really changed production wise, but it almost sounds like it's some kind of like Indian guitar or something that echoes when it goes dun 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 dun, and it goes bam 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 bam, like just very quietly, just call and response there, just echoes what the guitar just did. Very fucking cool. Oh, it's beautiful. Now it sounds like they're both doing it at the same time as it's fading out. And that like that slide up to a higher pitch that God, my brain's not working today, man. I can't remember anything. The transposition up of that melody, very, very beautiful. That's a great outro right there. And in general, this is just a great song. No, that's as that's some really good writing. Tommy finally kicked it up to a faster pace. I actually really, really enjoyed listening to that song. That was pretty good. That was pretty damn good. Oh yeah, I forgot the next one. Prodigal Son is what was that, 3-parter? Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if it's technically 3 parts, like Elizabeth or Poetry for the Poison, but it's in the lyrics here. It says part 1 funeral, part 2 burden of guilt, and part 3 the journey. So it is as a 3-parter. I don't know if it's a 3-parter in one, like Song of Myself, or if they actually have it in like broken up in 3 or 4 different songs. I don't think so, because usually they put that out in the song itself, or in the lyrics themselves. It would be broken up into those songs. It would say like Prodigal Son part 1, the funeral, Prodigal Son 2, burden of guilt. It would break it up like that, and they separate the lyrics from themselves. So I think it's just a 3-parter in one, like Poet and the Pendulum, like Song of Myself, like kind of that kind of thing. Anyways, that sounds like it could be really good or potentially concerning. Either way, I have not been disappointed by a multi-parter from Kamelot before. However, this is a multi-parter in one. That is technically different. Keep that in mind. But I have not been disappointed before. So, chances are it has a good track record so far. So, even if I've been disappointed by the entire album, like Poetry for the Poison, the multi-parter brought me back in. So, we'll see what happens. Anyways, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this song as much as I did, which I'm really glad I got to say that today, because I did not think that was how today was going to go. So, I will see you in the next song. I always want to wink at the end. Whether they exaggerate it, like wink, I don't know. I don't know why. I'm a silly bitch like that.